It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Wednesday, the 6th of August. I'm Michael Groff. From the frying pan into the fire, temperatures approaching, if not breaking, record highs today and tomorrow. And even though afternoon highs will lower a bit as we head into the weekend, they'll still remain well above those seasonal averages. What about the monsoon? Yeah, what about it? Do we have any chances of storms, not only for the rest of the week and this weekend, but next week? Yeah, things could start to turn a little bit more interesting. We'll talk about all of that and everything else as we dive on in and discuss. Hey everyone, it's Michael Groff here to talk to you about your roof. With all the extreme weather we have in Arizona, you need a name you can trust, and that's why you should call Blackstone Roofing Group for all of your roofing needs. Call for your free inspection today. Big or small, they do it all. Tile, shingle, or flat roofing, they can help. Offering free inspections and more. Roofing made easy. Call 602-536-9363 or visit blackstoneroofing.com to schedule your free inspection today. And if you tell them Michael Groff sent you, they'll take $500 off the price of your roof replacement. Again, that's 602-536-9363 or blackstoneroofing.com. Let's take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 114 degrees the afternoon high after a very warm morning low of 90. 106 and 84 are the averages for this time of year. Yeah, just missing that record high of 116. Way behind on rainfall. Not going to catch up to that anytime soon. Let's check this out. Temperature records so far this year. How are we looking as compared to other years? 71 days already. With a high temperature at or above 100 degrees, I don't think we're going to break the all-time record. I think most of these records are safe. We've so far had 26 days, though, with a high temperature of 110 plus. And you know, it wasn't that long ago where that would have been a huge amount, but of course, it's nothing in comparison to last year, the year before, and even 2020. 3 days so far with highs 115 plus. We'll tack on to that today and tomorrow. And I think the only other record we might have to concern ourselves with, though, for the year, we have had 58 days so far with a low temperature at or above 80 degrees, and we're only 5 off of last year's pace. So it's possible, I suppose, we could challenge that one. As we take a look outside right now, here just after 8 o'clock, we've got sunny sky out there. Yeah, it's already 97 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points 52, humidity 22%, wind from the east at 7. The barometer is steady. Satellite picture out here across the southwest. Case of severe clear across Arizona right now. Things are very quiet. That area of high pressure, it is still sitting to the east of us across western, southwest New Mexico. Flow aloft is pulling in just a little bit of monsoon moisture across the area. The problem is, this is an intensifying ridge. Upper heights are approaching 600 decameters, and that is near, actually, it is going to break a climate record should that come to fruition. And so with a very intense ridge like that so close to us, it's no wonder that it's going to be extremely hot around here for the next couple of days. Speaking of, there you go, extreme heat warning in effect, and that continues through 8 p.m. on Friday. And that not only includes us here in Phoenix, but all of Maricopa, Pima, Pinal, Santa Cruz, Yuma, La Paz, Mojave, and into eastern Riverside and Imperial counties, actually most of Riverside, Imperial counties, and even further west, almost to the coast. So very hot. Now north of us, heat, and of course the wildfire situation that has been gripping the west. We've got the red flag warnings. We've got all of that going on here through the west. With dry conditions expected to continue in many spots. Kind of the exception to that has been over eastern New Mexico, parts of West Texas. It's been a bit wetter over there this season. We're obviously very jealous of that. Still some wildfire smoke over the northern Great Lakes and into parts of the Northeast. Convective outlook for today. Got a risk of severe storms across parts of the Plain States. In Arizona, yeah, portions of eastern Arizona in the green, thunderstorms possible. They'll be very widely spaced in nature, and if you do get under one of those, mostly they'll just be producing wind and some lightning, but a little bit of rain possible. Speaking of rain, precipitation outlook valid through Wednesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, probably nothing. Statewide along the rim, the eastern mountains, southeast Arizona, rain amounts could be upwards of a quarter inch in a few locations. Your amount will vary anytime a thunderstorm occurs. You know, you can always get more than what's shown here. This represents an average of what you'll see across the area. So what the heck's going on with this weather pattern? Let's figure it out right now as we get to the models. Take a look at it. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. High pressure is sitting to the east of us. It's intensifying. That's a 6,000-meter ridge. Yikes. And so what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day today, mostly sunny and very hot. Highs 112 to 116. Hottest desert spots may just get a little bit warmer than that. An isolated thunderstorm, I guess, could occur for far southern and eastern Arizona, but under such an intense ridge with that subsidence, that sinking air, it's pretty unlikely that we'll see anything notable there. For tonight, a few clouds in the evening, otherwise mostly clear and pretty warm with lows 80s for most, low 90s in the urban core. I woke up this morning at 3 o'clock. It was still 97 degrees, so it's still very warm overnight. Now for tomorrow, mostly sunny, hot, very hot, damn hot, I'd say, with highs anywhere from 113 to 117. Not out of the question we could hit 118. The good news is, probability-wise, 120 is not on the board, but yikes. I mean, at that point, it doesn't really matter, though. 117, 118. The only reason I bring it up, of course, is because the all-time August record high temperature in Phoenix is 117 degrees. Decent chance we tie it. Small chance we could break it. All right. And again, an isolated storm possible tomorrow afternoon and evening over the higher terrain of eastern Arizona. Friday, a little bit more moisture comes in. The ridge weakens slightly thanks to a trough that's passing across Idaho and Montana. That's going to help to knock the heights down a bit, so temperatures should fall off at least a few degrees. Highs anywhere from about 109 to 113 for Friday, and again, a few storms over the higher terrain. And there's an outside shot at a storm here in the lower deserts Friday evening, so we'll put a slight chance into the forecast, especially as we go into the weekend. Mostly sunny morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. High temperatures, again, about 108 to 112 for Saturday. Same story. Sunday, those widely scattered storms in the higher terrain, isolated storms in the lower deserts. Now, as we go into next week, things are, well, they're a little bit more interesting, albeit chaotic. We have model madness, some discrepancies here. Okay, here's Monday. And the ridge begins to shift to the west in response to another short wave passing across the Rockies and out into the Plain States, nudging our ridge closer to us, maybe on top of us or across northern Arizona. And we could still see a few showers and thunderstorms. Now, the ridge is weaker, so high temperatures will be down, although they will still be above average. Don't think it's going to be cool anytime soon, with highs a couple of degrees either side of 110 degrees here in Phoenix on Monday. And an isolated shower or thunderstorm possible in the afternoon and evening hours. And it's the same story Tuesday. Highs 107 to 112 and an isolated afternoon thunderstorm possible. Better chances up north, but the best chances will be east of Arizona. But we continue to watch the situation evolve as we go further into next week. This is a week from today, Wednesday, the 13th. And at that time, the ridge is somewhere to the north or northwest of us. Exactly where remains to be seen. This run of the GFS has it a little further west, but either way, probably getting set up somewhere over the Great Basin or the Sierra. If that's the case, the flow aloft is somewhat more northeasterly, and we could see some scattered afternoon and evening storms rolling off the rim toward the lower deserts, and that sets the stage for a pretty interesting scenario, potentially. And you never know if an easterly wave is going to sweep on in here as well to enhance shower and thunderstorm activity, but this still looks good. Now, other models, the European AI, not on board with this scenario, although they have flip-flopped kind of back and forth showing this, then some not, and the GFS has remained consistent. Will the GFS be the model that proves to verify? Time will tell. At this point, not going to get too excited about this scenario just yet. We're going to see how this looks as we get closer. Is this possible? Well, yes. And historically speaking, climatologically speaking, a ridge over the Great Basin in the month of August is not at all unusual. But this monsoon season has proven to be anything but usual. I guess it is usual kind of in the last 10 years, but historically speaking, not so much. This is Thursday, the 14th, and again, ridging to the north and west of us. There's another ridge developing to the east as well. Maybe we get kind of into a deformation zone, but the synoptic look still favors scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, kind of a decent monsoon setup. So we'll continue with that for late next week if this verifies. And temperatures may come down too if that's right, with the ridge weakening. Upper heights closer to 591 decameters now. End of the forecast period. This is next Friday, the 15th. And now we've got a ridge kind of just to the east of us, a 591 upper ridge, 588 ridge along the California coast. So we're under a south-southeasterly flow, so scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms would be with us if that verifies. And again, models out here toward 10 days kind of trending that way. The ensemble guidance is trending this way. So maybe this is how it plays out, and this would finally be a good push of monsoon moisture. But again, this is out trudging into fantasy land. So are we going to buy into it just yet? No, we're going to watch model trends and see what happens. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble. This goes out through the 20th of the month. And again, the ensemble mean here has been, well, it's come down slightly. It's still over 1/4 of an inch. This is the European. The control member is way up over 2 inches. Wow. The ensemble mean is about 1/4 of an inch. The control member over 2.5 inches. The control member out of control. How about that? European AI is a little bit more grounded, but these numbers are slowly trending up, and more members are buying into some degree of precipitation out there by about 7 to 10 days. So we'd love to see that. And then temperatures off the national blend of models. Nasty, horrific, disgusting, awful, and probably some curse words as well for today and tomorrow. And then afternoon highs do trend down somewhat, getting a little bit closer to seasonal averages as we get out toward next week, assuming that we'll see an increase in monsoon moisture and the weakening of our upper ridge. So that's good. The CPC outlook for the period, the 8 to 14 day period, this goes out through this is from August 13th through the 19th. Temperatures are slated to be around, maybe a little bit above average. So that's good. I mean, at least coming down somewhat. Boy, if you want to be in the heat, if you want to be in the above average temps, go east of the Rockies. You'll be sizzling hot. And then precipitation. Now, how about this? The Climate Prediction Center has us back into the above average probability here across Arizona during that time. Again, the August 13th through the 19th period. That sounds good. And hopefully those trends continue. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, and of course you do, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell. Leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you're really enjoying what we do here, well then by all means, feel free to support us. Help out the channel by clicking that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. That super thanks. Or, of course, via PayPal, groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's GROFFshow@gmail.com for PayPal. And our Venmo, it's also linked up down in the description. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my OAO, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of SweetChildAZ.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Blogs, videos, everything Michelle related, likely Adriana related. It is all linked up down in the description. Our streaming station is also down there. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun with that. So do give that a look and a listen. And of course, be sure to check out Dan the man over there at the Courtroom Files YouTube channel, The Courtroom Files, or courtroomfiles.com. for all other LawTube related stuff. And I hope you caught us. Well, you caught me. Well, me and Freya, along with our other panelists last night on Sidebar. And we'll be back tomorrow night as well. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific and Arizona time. Right here. Well, not here, but over on the Courtroom Files YouTube channel for Sidebar. And if you want to see me doing some other kind of content, that's where you can find it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support, it is so greatly appreciated. Please, please be safe. Stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and have yourselves a delightful rest of your Wednesday.